good few shows here on Talk Talk Live, live on IG, and now on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Sponsored by DoneTalkDUNTLK.com. Yes, indeed. But tonight it's going to be a doozy. But in the day where the ultimate success, Drake releases new material. It is new material, and so happy for him. Actually, happy that he is back on the trail, back in the spotlight, back doing his thing out there and doing what he does best. He's probably the best known artist in the world, to be fair. And yeah, I am very happy that he's back out there. And it is fire material. It is fire material. As I knew Drake could do. Drake just had to get back in the studio. He just had to be focused on himself. Don't worry about this damn feud. Because he's still one of the best-selling artists in the world. One of the top three, I would say Taylor Swift himself. And, yeah, I would say those two are probably the biggest in the world right now. So Drake just needed to get back on his horse and do his thing. So the ultimate success is back out there. So happy for him. And I heard his material. It is fire. It is fire material. You should go out and get it for yourselves. Okay, but why we are here? We are here tonight to do a breakdown of the DJ Akademiks, Kanye West, DJ Akademiks fire interview, and I mean fire interview. I've gone through it, and let me say it is brilliant. It is a brilliant interview where DJ Akademiks, only asked about 3 to 5 questions. He just let Kanye go, and Kanye has a stream, and I do mean a stream of consciousness that you should put yourself up to. Let me just move my seat here as I get into this, and let's get into this right away because this is about an hour interview. It's about an hour. Just wearing my new Arsenal colors. Arsenal won last night. They're back in the thing, and Bert is doing his thing, man. And you know what? If anything that Arsenal Football Club they are a fashion brand. Let me say that. Their outfits, their thing, they are best in league. They always are. They always will be. And shout out to my favorite side, my favorite team, Arsenal Football Club, for their soon to be fire team, but more of their fashion is just the ultimate. Anyways, we're gonna get into this, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go into the browser. Let's get into this. No, first things first. Hi, Papa, freaks all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money. All right, there we go. So, back at it. Here we go. So, Kanye West. There it is. Dabbing it up with my man DJ Akademiks. Let's get it into the wide view. Now, Kanye is in for a surprise. If you haven't seen the surprise, I ain't gonna reveal it yet, but I'm sure you've seen it online. But if not, then stay tuned right here as we reveal it to you. Fair use, fair use, fair use. It is a fantastic interview with DJ Akademiks. Let's just get into this right away. Let's not waste any more time. DJ Akademiks, Kanye West interview breakdown as we proceed. Thank you very much for joining me on Talk Talk Live.
How you doing, brother?
Fair use, fair use. Kanye looking very ordinary here.
How's everything with you, brother?
A place of refuge, right quick.
The legend, man. How do you stay out here, dog?
I just be in my office.
I thought we were gonna do it in the warehouse.
No, right? But I just decided I was supposed to leave yesterday, but then I was gonna do the interview with you yesterday. And
Yeah.
I was doing it earlier and blah blah.
Nah, I seen the online shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is happening?
Just to do a breakdown to you, Kanye West is about to head to Japan. So DJ Akademiks only had a short amount of time to do an interview with Kanye West before he headed out. So this was done very, very impromptu, very, very spur of the moment. But still, a great interview nonetheless. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so I just got like.
But before we get into it, he's got to make his change.
I get it.
You'll see in a minute.
This guy, man. All right. Okay. All right. I think my job is decent.
Okay, let's
Right?
just move it on just that little bit until Kanye comes out. Hold on. Here it is.
sit?
Wherever you want. You can sit right here.
Yeah, Kanye is wearing one of his custom pieces, a black Klansman outfit. During this interview, yes, it's a black Klansman outfit from head to toe. Very, very on brand with what he is progressing with right now in his life. He is very, very pro white wing in his viewpoint, and this has been started for the last few years. So again, if you are a bit sensitive, now's the time to look away because he's going to be touching on a few many topics out there that will tend to well amaze, surprise, and aggravate. So, fair warning that if you don't wish to be a participant in a lot of what he's got to say and talk about tonight, you are welcome to refrain from watching this because again, he's going to talk about a lot of real subjects, a lot of real issues regarding his life and the outer social world. So let's get into it.
Thing. Okay. So it's like magnetic. So
we're gonna skip a few as he sets up his room. We get right into the
now,
interview.
do you want to talk to me or stand when I'm here, like this?
I mean, I'm letting you set this on right now. What do you think?
I should have to throw the boots on with it.
Have you worn this out in public?
Nah, you know, funny thing is I really wanted to wear it yesterday, but I thought they would like put me in a hospital for my outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would put me in the hospital for my outfit. So,
so even yesterday, I'm watching the video, and I'm like, who do you think? Like someone knocks on the door. That's what the tweet said or the video said.
Yeah.
Who do you think that is, and what do you think? Obviously, you're saying things that how you feel at the moment, and some people might feel like you're ruffling feathers. But who do you think would care that much that they would want to threaten your life? Because you do feel like your life is a little bit threatened, right?
Yeah, I think I definitely when I start bossing up for my kids,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel. One second, let me just. Yeah, I definitely feel that I was pushing life to the limits by pushing into the truth. Like we know that wasn't surprising when I put that image up of my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
That wasn't like the most surprising idea, but it'd be things that happen that we know happen that we just can't do anything about. But then they push whatever agendas like on the media that they want us to focus on. And that's something where, you know, I don't know who the people are, you know, so it would sound like real conspiracy theory. I just know that the kid from Lincoln Park got killed for expressing some of these same truths. And for me, just as a father, at a certain point, it's not about. It never was that. But when you're a celebrity, it starts to be about more of what fame is going to get you, what clout is going to get you, what money is going to get you over. Is this the right thing for your children? And you know, I'm willing to die for my children or to allow them to be in this kind of environment that I know they're in. And what I noticed on the comments, they always used to try to, like, for the past 10 years, they used to try to write me off. Oh, he's so crazy, he's so crazy. I'm seeing the comments is now like 60, 70% like, yo, he's just telling you exactly what's going on. He's just the only one that's in a position to be able to do it because I don't have any brand sponsorships. It's like I'm past cancel. So these people out here, they toying, they playing. It's interesting. The swastika, I want to just, you know, I know we have a little bit of time. I want to tell you, by doing it, it's sort of like a magnet where people get so mad and they start exposing themselves because the Jews, they move in the tunnels. They move where you can't see them. They're an invisible hand, and they'll get like, what they'll do is they'll threaten people. They'll threaten people, oh, we're going to take your tours away. We're going to drop your artists. You got to say this. You like, how many people put, I stand with my Jewish people, 3 years ago? And what I did is I stood on it this time. I never backed down. That's my whole thing. That's why I was mad about removing that. Somebody taught me into removing that Jay-Z tweet, because it was just like, nah, the whole idea is no matter what, I'm not going to back down. So by doing a swastika chain, it then ruffled some feathers. And then I really saw the comparison of me and Puff with the Diageo and the Adidas situation. Regardless if they could have locked me up for taxes or not, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good. We did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture. If we said like, yo, you doing us wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga. They started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago. And then it made everybody be like, oh, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail. Right? Meanwhile, I don't know somebody who hasn't gotten to an altercation with a girl at one point, and including Cardi. So now Cardi's like he the number one guy at Rolling Loud, and Puff is in jail. And then you got two women beaters and you got two supposed pedophiles. Watch this. You got three. Watch this. Cardi, Puffy, Kendrick, the two pedophiles, Drake, R. Kelly, or supposed. Puffy and R. Kelly are in jail with Drake 5 years from now, or however long, when they feel like they really want to get that boy up out of here, they're going to play the Kendrick song. So that's how far they going. The Kendrick mix with the Universal, all that takedown of Drake reminds me of the No Diddy campaign for Diddy. Like, they going all out. But see, I know how to go all out, and I'm not even in that position. I just work on behalf of God. Like, how this shit comes together, the timing, everything is like a God sense. I had a couple things I want to say. So I pushed into the Puff song. I put my daughter on the song. The timing was so perfect. She went in, rapped it. She said, I'm getting sleepy. So she said, okay, good night. And that was the end. And she was giving me like the Lil Kim on the old Bad Boy record. So that's why we put that. And the idea was family. It's so many people who dad actually killed somebody, and they would do anything to have their dad home. The two twins, and Christian lost, their mama died and their daddy in jail. And everybody running around listening to murder music, right? But being like, Puff is the enemy. And when I see all these videos, all tapes, everything, Puff more like my twin. Me and him got into it because it's just like I'm telling these top 5 niggas, is like, yo, actually we probably could be friends, but nigga, you ain't bringing none of that shit over here. Nigga, y'all niggas ain't as crazy as me. And that's why I asked Puff back in the days. It's like, man, how you just made it through all this shit tonight? He's like, I'm the craziest one, nigga. It's like, so once them people, we family, we can get into it. But they started taking that shit too far. I started taking it personal at a certain point. With Puff, like all of the media, because I wake up every day, whether I did something positive, negative, somebody got something negative to say. You know what I'm saying? So I relate to the idea of being torn down by the media. You know what I'm saying? But keep going on. I know, because we got a short amount of time. I just want to hit you with that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
What's a stream of consciousness that was from Kanye West, and he, in that he's essentially saying that people like Playboy Cardi, people like Kendrick Lamar, are the the actors for the powers that be, them boys. And if you, for those who speak against them, or are judged to be enemies of the state, such as P Diddy, who they immediately took down because he was. I say he was getting too big for his britches, and this is what he was. This is what he signed up for. But for Kanye West is because of his free speech, because of the fact that he is. He sees, as you'll be alluded to later, he sees the invisible hand. He sees what's happening in the world through the powers that be, them boys. He is aware that he is a target now because he doesn't speak their language, because he doesn't preach the gospel according to them, them being those from the Holy Land. I'll leave it there. So again, it's because of that and the fact that they cannot control him, and he can show up in a black clan outfit. That that's what turns them off, and not only do they not like what Kanye is doing, they wish to destroy him, they wish to cancel him, they wish to literally ostracize him from society. But the fact of the matter is, Kanye is such a great artist that he'll still find followers, he'll still find fans, he'll still make money regardless. So it's really a insidious plan from the powers that be that have made Kanye move in this direction and have ostracized him from lifelong companions, acquaintances such as Jay-Z, who he said never really came to his rescue when he was down and out. It turned his family against him. It turned his ex-wife against him. And it's made him be a lone soldier out there, because again, they don't want to take away the good times that have been bestowed to by the powers that be, and they do not want to, and so they see they see Kanye as the enemy, and and they give him a wide berth, and they distance themselves from him, which Kanye's a very according to him a very loyal individual, very and he never forgets, and so. It's a shame that things have had to come to this point in time. But I think and it's very, very. Let me say this: it's very dismissive. That people call him quote unquote crazy when he doesn't agree to a certain agenda, when he doesn't agree to a certain mandate set out by them boys, quite simply. And it's a shame that. People can see them as psychologically insane just because they don't think in the same way as other people think. But people are getting wise to it. People are starting to realize that. People are starting to wake up, and that is something that they do not wish to do. That's part of the reason why they want to shut the manosphere down, because they want docile individuals who will just listen to the powers that be, to the powers that be, to them boys. Including the movie Adolescence, which is out now, which I told you, I think I'm going to have to do a Talk Live about this. I told you earlier was indeed a propaganda film against the red pill, against the manosphere. It is, it was meant to be it was meant to be a show of force now that, is being admitted to all schools in the UK, and I'm sure it'll be used as one in the US, because again, they are moving forward in terms of not allowing male empowerment movements and people, and demonizing them and ostracizing them, especially in paper and in print, and in the movies such as Adolescence, which I've watched it myself, and I knew it was going to be a hit piece. And against the manosphere, against the red pill, and Lord knows, true to form, it has been. But a lot of people are moving past that, and are waking up to things, and in a way, I think the election of Donald Trump is a conduit of that. It's an example of that, and so. Let's see as we go forward here next. But Kanye's on fire. Kanye's already hitting. He never stops swinging. He always comes out with a bang. and so he has already with DJ Akademiks. Thank you very much for joining me in Talk Live. We move on.
I mean, so like the whole thing about, and even whether it's the outfit, the swastika, I think some people like they feel like they're spreading hate. And
I'm sorry,
encouraging violence versus people.
The thing that I forgot to say was when my daughter was put on song, that's when I realized that I didn't own their name and likeness. So watch this. All the brands that I've made, I don't get the name and likeness ownership, or at least 50-50 with my kids. So how's it joint custody? My kids are celebrities, and I don't have to say so. So watch this one. So this white woman and this white family have the control of these highly influential black kids that are half the children of Ye. And that's just in everybody's face. And they was playing in my face like that. You know, I try to go to champagne and keep it calm. And my dad would call me, say, "Hey, don't go in on that woman because it's going to affect the children." But now it's like, it's war. Y'all niggas, they think they too powerful. The Jews think they too powerful. They think they can get Cardi to play with me. They think they too powerful. They think they could get Kim to play with me. The Jews and the whites above the Jews. You get what I'm saying? My life is on this shit now. These are my children. Cardi, you could leave me off the album and do that faggot-ass trap shit if you want. But now you mention my daughter, like the whole plan is that y'all gonna pull my kids into y'all, whatever the word is, Illuminati system, and I don't have no say-so with my kids? Nigga? And anybody close, whether it's the Jews, whether it's Cardi, anybody within my reach, I'm doing everything legally in my power, everything with my fucking mastermind. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm about to tweet this shit. I want Kendrick to always remember that Jay-Z tweet before he ever crossed the line.
Okay.
Wow. Another revelation there by Kanye West. And listen, he's swinging for the fences here, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, I gotta give it to him here. I think that indeed they're trying to take away his kids through Kim, through considering him psychologically deficient. And I wouldn't call him crazy. I'd call him psychologically deficient. All right. And you know, even though he created most of them kids as stars in and of itself through his music, through his creativity, and it's really shameless how the Kardashians have sold out, and as he said, Playboy Cardi has sold out in order to ostracize himself so that they can get a paycheck. But again, that's their lives are on the line based on as Kanye said, the Illuminati. So you know, I have no doubt about that. But again, you know, take that as you will. It is my opinion, but again, you can have yours on this subject. But I think Kanye is speaking lucidly. I think he's speaking clearly. I think he is not out of his right man. I think he's not. I think he realizes the war that he's in for, and he's ready for the fight, as he said, and he is ready to reclaim his children. And Lord knows that children do participate in their lives, but you know, do understand that if given the opportunity, the Kardashians would like to take away the you know, Kanye's kids and treat them like their own and ostracize their father as well. But Kanye's still fighting. Let's continue.
Nobody that worked for none of these fucking labels wanted with the king. I am the Don. Lucian, don't send none of your motherfucking slaves. Don't send nobody because they getting their head torn off. Quick. We ain't got no problem. Ain't no motherfuckers. I'm the only king. I'm the only nigga that'll go up against these niggas. I'm the only nigga that survived through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, pussy ass, faggot ass, pink polo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never killed nobody ass nigga. Fuck all you niggas. All you street niggas, all you rap niggas, just any nigga that ever said something about my fucking hat. None of these niggas, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you ain't helped me when I fucking was having problems with my kids. You could have used your influence. No, your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you could use a nigga you never wanted to.
And back in the loser like Kamala Harris, to be fair.
Sign anyway, that Dame signed. You ain't show up to my first fucking wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never had family out here. So what the and then they take my actual blood family from me in my face. All right, so go ahead. I just had to get that stream of content. Thank you very much, sir.
Of course. I mean, I'm intrigued by, and I think people look at some of the stuff you say on face value. I see how, there's three themes that come across with everything with you.
Yeah.
It's betrayal, it's being used, and your ideas, whether it's what you say or what you create, being censored. And I think every time I see it, no matter what you do, it falls under one of those. Like betrayal, there's a shit ton of people. I mean, like even the J, you don't regret the tweet, because if he said something about your daughter, you'd probably be upset, right?
He should be upset. I ask people, like if I know somebody that's woke, like I knew this girl that only like hangs around really super woke.
Just a second here. We just have a few comments that just came in through YouTube. Shout out to Lana BK, always contributed to the always shouting out to the show. She said herself, the comment section for this video was wild. I'm waiting for it to be on South Park or SNL. A black man, a man in a Black Klan outfit saying others have gone too far is crazy. Well, you know what? In order to grab people's attention, in order to mean what you say and say what you mean, you have to go through these outlandish events. You have to grab people's attention, because if you don't, then people consider it, cannon fodder and not worthy of attention. And Kanye is shaking things up. And listen, as you saw through that comment section, Lana BK. He has a lot of supporters of what he has to say. A lot. A lot of people can be dismissive of what he has to say, but he has a lot of supporters, to believe me. Because a lot of people are waking up to what he has to say. A lot of people are doing their research. A lot of people are doing their background checks. A lot of people are doing the necessary due diligence in order to find out if indeed what he's saying is true. And for the most part, he is, I think. I've done it many times here on Talk Live and on many other platforms. And a lot of things have to be said. Are plausible. Now, again, that it is open to public opinion. But again, it's not as if Kanye is speaking out of turn or out of his mind. He is lucid. He is clear. He is, oh, wow. Okay, we just got a live ending there. Hold on just a second. That was interesting. How that started. Anyways, we're going back here on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Wow. Looks like things just stopped midstream, and we only did 27 minutes here on IG. But we're going to continue here on Talk Live. Thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Live, ladies and gentlemen. Things went on the fritz for some reason on Instagram. I wonder why. But anyways, let us continue here on YouTube. As we continue with that is wild. That is so very wild how that just shut out on its own. It's never done that before, but on this stream, it seems to have. Judge, I leave that to you to draw your own conclusions. But anyways, let's get back into this here on things. But thank you very much for the comments from Lana BK. But yeah, this is something that is awaiting a lot of minds out there, and so it should be. So let's get back into this interview with DJ Akademiks and the one and only Ye.
Oak, like some of like fat black girl models is like her friends type shit. And I was like, yo, you gotta tell me, what tweets y'all didn't like.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me what hurts so I could do it more.
Why?
Because that's when we're weakening the enemy. We breaking them down. All this, I'm a fat bitch on the runway. I'm so powerful. No, you're not. You're causing death. That shit is unhealthy. Let's do statistics on black obesity rates. Everything that's being pushed in the media is about decentralizing and tearing down communities. Even I low-key feel like the ICE is like basically like doing to the Latin communities what they did to the black communities. It's everything to decentralize, remove the fathers. Also, I had this theory that I just wanted to say. Wait a second. I have another theory. It's about football and music industry.
Before he gets into that, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one Kanye West. Only one man would say what he just said. Only one man. When he is talking about obesity rates and that he wants you to tell him what hurts so he can do it more, it's literally a panacea. It's literally a cure to what is going on, especially in the black community, especially among black women who are some of the biggest women on the planet. Black women are 55% obese. They are the biggest women in America, one of the biggest women on the planet, and they're not doing anything about it. And he's right. They're only empowering them by having them walk down runways and all that. But even Lizzo got the message. The queen of African diaspora size and strength. Even she lost weight. So what is that telling you? She realized, she saw the writing on the wall, and she said, no, not me, not this time. Because she knew. She couldn't get top tier guys good like that. She knew that. She knew that. Even with all of her money, with all of her talent, she could not get it done. So what did she do? She changed. Why isn't the rest of black America, the black diaspora world, not doing that same? Kanye's trying to speak truth to this sort of power, empowering women to indeed lead their husbands, to indeed eat grandiose amounts of food, and to indeed be indignant, to be strong, independent, not need any men. And he is saying, stop it. Because you're becoming the least married and most divorced because of it. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane how these women can see there's virtue in that. There's no virtue in that. You're dying a slow death. You're hastening your own death. And Kanye is telling you, literally, you shouldn't be empowered by this. But somebody, somewhere, the invisible hand is telling you to do this, but yet you seek these pastures. And it is insane how you will choose death over your man. You will choose death over your own health. It's incredible. It's incredible. And Kanye is indeed on a roll. Let me say that. He is on a roll. Let me see if there's any comments out there on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me in Talk Live on IG, YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. You know what? And there's never a dull interview with Kanye. Never, ever a dull interview. He is always on a roll. He's always on his game. And listen, what he's saying is absolutely true, especially that last piece about black women. He was so on. And he is only looking out for their best interest. Let me say that again. He's only looking out for their best interest. But if you tell her that, you think that he's being controlling, toxic, aggressive, all the other things that feminism, the feminism mindset has taught them to be. But that's the reason why they're least married, no one's divorced. And that's why he runs catwalks with Australian women who are fit. Just saying. Okay? Let's continue with this. And they are actually naked too. They can show their fitness. Anyways, let's go in. Well, semi-naked, semi-nude. Okay. Let's continue to go with this. Kanye West on a roll here with DJ Akademiks. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Let's go.
But I want you to get that Jay-Z answer. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, what about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? And everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Why? Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Well, some people might feel like even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like nobody really spoke on your behalf. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, nigga, I bled for you. If nigga asks you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street nigga. But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's way. I'm the boss. You niggas is broke. You niggas is not masterminds. And you niggas should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got all that faggot ass hot sweater nigga come up and just this nigga wear sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John Legend and mashed potato. So no, they say he smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
They used to be your guy though. And like, so all these relationships, are they repairable? Like even the Pusha.
Before we get into this, he literally fired on Jay-Z, Pusha T, and John Legend in a matter of minutes. This man is not playing. These are some of the more, powerful, I wouldn't say powerful, one of the more known individuals, especially Jay-Z, but Jay-Z definitely. Some of the more known and infamous and powerful men in the music industry, and he's firing on all of them. Why? Because he helped contribute, he helped amass their wealth. He gave them, Kanye West literally gave them their livelihoods. And for them to turn on him, yes, indeed. For them to show a lack of loyalty, indeed. He's absolutely right. Yes, Kanye speaking on a touchy subject. Yes, but at the end of the day, how they treated him is not exactly friendly. It's not exactly it's not exactly godlike. And to be fair and frank, it shows a lack of loyalty in and of itself, and it shows how vaporous and how single-minded these people are. And it's a shame that Kanye has to point them out like this in his black clan hoodie. But oh man, and we're doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something right now. Let me say this right now. Wow. Okay, so basically, let me say this. We are on Instagram, and I have not been cut off from Instagram in a live. Okay, who's this? I'm speaking to you here on YouTube, but also speaking here. Oh wow. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are not programming. We are not programming on Instagram at the moment. Looks like we have been taken down on Instagram. Let me repeat that. We have been taken down on Instagram for this show. So, if you're going to hear this, you got to hear it on YouTube in its full and entirety. We're going to continue live on YouTube for now because, again, Instagram has chosen not to pick us up. So let us. We're continuing here on YouTube. This is the first time this has happened in the in Talk Live's history that we have been taken down on Instagram, literally, for this Kanye West interview, ladies and gentlemen. That is a first in our history here. So we're going to continue live here on YouTube. And, let's see where it takes us, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, indeed, Kanye West and DJ Akademiks only on YouTube. It seems it's only on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try one more time here on doing a live here. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see what happens. And no, let me see. I'm trying to get my account status here. It doesn't seem to be coming up. We'll wait that. But hey, such is the life here on Instagram. It seems IG has got a problem with me, even though I'm a very, I don't have the biggest of accounts myself. But again, it seems my account status is high enough that they want to cancel the broadcast. So again, we're only going to hear here on YouTube. So we're going to go with it here on YouTube. Thank you very much for joining me on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But we're only on YouTube. Only on YouTube tonight. Let's continue.
The Jay, the like, there's a long list. Stephen Carter, like, I feel like, I know you say you want to hurt them, but you might overstep the line where maybe at a point Jay's like, man, I'm cool. Like, I think after that tweet, he definitely, and I don't know if these are relationships that's salvageable.
Why would I want to salvage relationships with
to a lot of people?
Why would I want to salvage relationships with broke-ass slaves and slave herders? Like everybody, so this is what I'm saying. The Jay-Z thing leads me to the NFL. Why do they want a Drake to be out of there? Why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl, right? This is a theory I had. The people that run the Super Bowl had to come to people who run the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your niggers get out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. Somebody take a knee for it. Where's out of there? See, that's the problem. You let them last too long. In our league, they're for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. They deal with they got Tom Brady. He's great. We made Mahomes throw that kicking Super Bowl, so Tom can get his 7th ring and shit. But, like, you guys at the music industry, what you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Rolling Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, if we take, Cardi's doing good, we'll make them take the blue pill. We'll have them rap about scams. And then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Yeah, if you look, it does seem like I don't know if it's that control, but you could see.
Wait a second, you don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about Kanye West. Kanye West, and we're only here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Instagram has shut me down and out here, and so that is the first time that has happened, ladies and gentlemen, in stream. So somebody's watching me. So it's a good thing that has happened. But again, the powers that be, let it be said, I don't want this message getting out there. So, especially on IG, but we're here on YouTube. And again, Kanye is. If there's one thing about Kanye West, let me say something about Kanye West. If there's one thing about Kanye West, he knows the music industry to a T. He knows it to a science. So it is what he has to say. You may or may not believe, but you can connect the dots yourself. That what he has, what he's explained, is not far from the truth. It's not far from the truth. I wouldn't say it is the truth. It is his opinion, and he's entitled to it. But if you do the research yourself, he is not that far off. He is not that far off. It's just that he has the will and the conviction to say it. Because quite simply, he has the fame, the status, the wherewithal to say it. And it's for him to utter these issues against Playboy Cardi and against Jay-Z and against Kendrick Lamar, it's can it be backed up? I'm sure it can. But do people want to back it up? Well, and you can do your own research about that. But do these men want to speak up against it? Hell no, because they are adhering allegedly to a code. Let's continue.
I think you can see my eyes to the mask right there.
Yeah,
You don't know if it's that control. Meaning, but
so I'm the person who, again, I'm not gonna normalize me, and where like I'm the guy on Twitter, but I'm like, wait, you really think there's like this hidden hand that's really kind of moving in this direction, or it just kind of happens to be?
Do you think it's not? Do you think it's a possibility it's not? You think it's just all by chance and shit?
I would be opposed to it, but it feels like you know a little bit more. That's why a lot of people are intrigued too.
Yeah.
Because if probably one of the richest rappers ever is
not probably, definitely, but keep going on.
When you've gotten to the heights, and I'll say you're the greatest hip hop artist ever. When that person's then telling us it's like that, you then got to step back and be like, he knows definitely something we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're also trying to like watch you and even listen. Even if people don't like some of the stuff you say, they're trying to figure out connect the dots and really see what's going on.
Well, you know what? I'm a leader, and I channel, and I don't see everything. You know, I didn't picture us being here right now. I didn't have this vision yesterday. But I had one bag with me. I just got my leather outfit, and it was there. So it's meant. I always thought, wow, that would make a really iconic interview setting, and I'm happy that I'm not sitting in it. And
you know what? He's absolutely right. This interview will not be forgotten for a while. It won't. It literally won't, guys. Let's continue.
Is now making the movie. Like I said, with the North situation on the song with his son and the new artist Jasmine Williams, it happened like that. Certain things I lean into. People think I'm strategic. The enemy might, my enemy, our enemy, might think I'm strategic. But I'm not strategic. I just lean into what I really feel. And I say my truth. And whatever comes with it, comes with it. But my truth is so obvious to so many people because people are not allowed to say their truth to the point where they psych themselves out to think it's not true. And then so I'm not saying people's truth. I'm saying people's feeling now. Because your truth can be told to you. You could be programmed. But your gut is going to have millions of lifetimes of information. So when I go and I tweet, especially now, I'm speaking to people's gut feeling. Like Iggy, not taking sides, but she going to do everything in her power to make sure Onyx never is next to Kris Jenner. And you know why, and she knows why. That girl came from Australia, then no family in the middle of Miami. Now she's out here in California, and her whole goal as a mom is to keep her son as far away from Kris Jenner as possible. And we all know why. We all know those sex tapes are signed for. We all know those children, just in general, celebrity exploitation. Like when my daughter wants to rap, it's a thing where, damn, you really want to get into this game like this? And it's this balance. I had people around me. I was like, yo, this man Cardi is calling my baby mama, rapping about Skims, and then saying he need vocals. She may have supporting slip. Needs vocals for the album. And the man was like, well, that will blow her up. I said, this is my daughter, nigga. And see, that's the time when nigga hear me screaming from the other room and be like, why he screaming?
Wait, who said they would blow her up?
Well, I purposely didn't say the names and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. Anybody that never spoke out against me publicly, I'm not going to speak out against them publicly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
ladies and gentlemen, you may consider Kanye a bit touched. You may consider Kanye not exactly all there, but you can see he's all there when you're hearing Kanye West, but in your heart of hearts, you know Kanye West is all there in this interview. Let that be known from here on out throughout this night. Kanye West is very, very grounded, thoughtful, and lucid in said thoughts, and is very clear in his thought process when he's talking about here. He knows what he's talking about. If you're dismissive about them, you are the one who is indeed a bit touched yourself. You're the one who's touched. Kanye knows exactly what he's saying. He's saying it, and he can back it up. Now, these are his opinions. These are all allegations at this point in time. It is yet to be put to proof. But let me say this. I wouldn't doubt if he could. That's how serious he looks tonight. That's how all there he is tonight. He is all there in this interview with DJ Akademiks. Let it be said. If you saw the way he greeted DJ Akademiks, how he planned the whole day, planned the whole interview. Oh, no. This is not a man who is out of his mind. He is in his mind. He is in his right element. He is doing his thing. He is doing his thing. Understand that from here on out, this man knows what he's talking about. Even though you may not agree with him, he knows what he speaks of. Let it continue.
Did I answer that? So, it's just God. I'm just channeling. Yeah. I'm just channeling something. So I ain't telling y'all to follow me or do not. Yeah, people are not even in a position to follow me. It's like I could change hearts and minds, perception, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work for a white man. You still got to work for a Jewish man that works for a white man. The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25%. Definitely not chance, but definitely being locked up, the abortion rate. Like our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And this might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it'd be North and it'd be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill. But he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you...
DJ Akademiks knows what he's talking about. He just wants him to clarify certain things. Because again, DJ Akademiks is a confidant, a friend of, an acquaintance of Fresh and Fit. The biggest, one of the biggest red pill content creators out there in the world, highly regarded, highly respected, and a friend of DJ Akademiks. So he just wants to see that Kanye West is allegedly red pill himself. Well, it fills my heart with joy. Anyways, let's continue.
You see him like you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally call Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement. Off of me wearing a motherfucking chain. Off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain.
One of the most enlightening statements of this whole interview. Kanye will be remembered for a long time for what he said just there. And can it be said to be true? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Whereby those of the of them boys' faith, those of the Jewish faith. I'm just quoting here. Those of the Jewish faith can capitalize off of African American creativity and ingenuity and genius, and also their pain, and yet you would be demonized, ostracized, and built of all of your worldly goods if you speak ill of the Jewish faith, which has happened on several occasions to many people. That is quote from Kanye. This is quote from Kanye. A quote from Kanye. And you know what? He has a right to say that because that's his opinion. And if you do your research, he's allegedly not far off. He isn't. But you got to do your research first, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue.
But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did a whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine.
I want to run that one more time, ladies and gentlemen, here on YouTube.
That's why these niggas going to be locked up someday. They'll come to you. They said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're going to drop your artist, Leon. We're going to cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement. Off of me wearing a motherfucking chain. Off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did a whole scissor album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Take that in, guys. I want you to take that in. Take of it as you will. I can't speak to it myself. I'm here on YouTube. But I just wanted to take that in. Do your own research. Find out for yourself if what he's saying is true. But please, 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 I advocate that you take what he has to say in. It is food for thought. Literal food for thought, but take it in. I can't say if he's right. I cannot say if he's wrong. All I'm asking you to do is take it in. Do your research. Do your due diligence. And find out if what he has to say is true. And odds on, you may just come to his conclusion. You may just come to his conclusion. Let's continue.
You talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine he would give you a call and say, "Yay, I'm in a tough spot." Like, and again, I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you. But when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either necessary or that's a form of betrayal. Right?
Yeah, like.
Before he gets into this, realize that a lot of these people that are speaking against Kanye West, who have been ordered to speak against Kanye West, don't have the wealth, don't have the status, don't have the power Kanye West has over people's minds. They don't. They have to live. They have to survive. They have to, feed themselves and their families. So again, there is an agent. There's a reason why those people may indeed go against Kanye, and that is just simply because because of filthy lucre. But to those who do stand up for him, the highest respect must be paid to him because they're speaking against. They may be speaking against. Let me say that again. They may be speaking against the powers that be. Them boys, you know the deal. Let's continue.
Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, "I gotta say something." I said, say, I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 100x'd, 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we can sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me. Period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See, all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies, they think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim Jones, right? So he says he's gonna get a jib or a div. I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically, like, he gonna get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So.
Did he tell you?
No, he said that he's going to get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he didn't say he's going to give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what? What's saying? Hello.
I'm breaking the action that only Kanye West can provide. Absolutely outstanding. Guys, comment in the comment section down below about what you think about this interview. Please go and see it for yourself, because this in its entirety, because this is stunning stuff. It literally is stunning stuff, and it goes to show how DJ XM is not exactly the tallest dude in the world, is he? I have to see him in real life, but I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Okay, send on the room 59 right now. Thank you. So when
you found out about
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I guess I gotta sit there. What are you gonna? Like, I wasn't like, oh nigga, you ain't tell me I'm not gonna do it. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
He got paid $2 million.
Yes.
For you taking the meeting.
From me taking the meeting. But watch. And the money was a bit behind my back. I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody who doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone. You could do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than the nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. Do you understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga? After I sat and took the meeting for you, you took the money and I ain't even asked your broke ass for a percentage?
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after that nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely.
This man's going after everybody's head. But here's the thing about Kanye. Kanye has the wherewithal to do it. He's one of the few artists in the history of the world who has the wherewithal to do it. One of the few black artists, I would say the only black artist who had the wherewithal to do it. Go back in history. Mike tried, but you know what happened to Mike? Mike tried, but you know what happened to Mike? I ain't going to say anything else. Allegedly. Look, Kanye is in his right mind. Don't think for a second, I'll say it now, if he is prematurely ixnayed off the planet if somebody has something. Well, if certain things have gone on to move this thing forward. But let me say this: Kanye is in his right mind about what he's doing here, and he is, I would say, the only black artist, one of the few, if not the only black artist, who can speak truth to power and get away with it. You're living in a social space that allows for this to happen. Do not take this for granted, especially this interview. Let's continue.
What is the real thing with you and Drake? Like, I've always been confused. It feels like I can't tell if it's a love-hate thing.
Now, again, just a reminder, DJ Akademiks is a huge fan of the Ultimate Success, and it has been said that there was a bit of a feud between Drake and Kanye, but again, it was alleged that that they squashed the beef a couple of years back doing a concert together, and they were supposedly moving forward. They may not be friends, but at least they have a respect for each other. Let's hear what the update is now between Drake and Kanye West.
I've watched hundreds of hours of you talking about just interviews, and at a point, it felt like the energy shifted, and then we just start seeing it everywhere, and I can't tell what is it.
Yeah, it's like family members that you don't fuck with. Like, I appreciate. One thing is, Drake is a million times better than Kendrick and a million times more important. You know what I'm saying? What Future has done, Thug, what Drake just culturally is. That shit last year, I couldn't even barely sit through that shit. That shit was insane, bro. That shit had Lucian Grange, Universal, Drake lawsuit shit written all over it. This shit, at the end of the day, all this shit I'm saying, Jim Jones, Kendrick did, all these celebrities, the funny thing is we're all in the same boat. But while we're on that boat, we're also fighting amongst each other. And as I get stronger and stronger, I'll get more into a position of being who I really am. But right now, or maybe I get into that position right now, but where I was yesterday, it was like, how the fuck I'm supposed to lead y'all, and you got these niggas that's running y'all, making you fuck with me. So none of y'all niggas can fuck with me or will fuck with me, and if you fuck with my daughter, then I'm sitting down for that. So, and that's my stance on it. It's like, nigga, I make music better. I push niggas no one make music that's nowhere as near as good as music.
This is true. This I will categorically say is true. Kanye is that guy. He is him. Let's go.
Like when I made Moon, it basically ended Frank Ocean's career. He ain't have a song since then. He's like, sipping some wine. Like, nigga, like I heard it. I was like, oh, this nigga's never gonna be able to make another album again. I wanna go to the moon. Any genre of music that anyone has, I make a better version of it. I'm 10 times stronger at music than.
But you're welcome to see this as being hyperbole. But he's good at what he does. Let's go.
Anyone living. But then in 5 territories, okay, what do I do? Clothing, this, political stance, social media, expression, gravitational pull, momentum creating, all that. So what do we do with that? Why do I go at the celebrities? Because they're in the way. They're making, as J. Cole said, false idols. Nigga, you're the false idol. You can't fuck with me no day. They're the false idols. They want to put people, camouflage the truth, the goal, the true God. And everybody know, all of them know what it is. All of them needs to work for me. Drake need to be my writer. Trav need to be my producer like how it always was. But somebody, they pull them to the side, they Virgil them niggas. See, the thing is, Virgil going to LVMH, the black situation don't change. Kamala, vice president, the black situation don't change. Or the world situation, period. Obama president, the world situation don't change. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Ye, Disney, Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes changed flight. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch The Aviator, him as a white man, him because he's a maverick, they fuck with him. They fuck with him. At the end of the day, y'all fucking with me, but I'm here to just tell y'all that y'all can't fuck with me. That's the whole idea. Like,
why say fuck?
Well, let me say this. Indeed, Kanye can have moments of hyperbole, as he is here. He can, he can be open to, statements of iconoclastic joy. But is he really wrong, though? Truly. Is he far off? You may not like his music. You may not like the person. But is he far off? Is he not in control of the zeitgeist right now? In terms of his genre of music, in terms of music, period. Who can snatch the spotlight? Only very few people can snatch the spotlight like Kanye West can, and they are, let's call it, Drake and Taylor Swift. Only those three artists can snatch the zeitgeist like what Kanye is doing right now. So is he truly far off? Ask yourself that question. We have a comment here from Lana BK again. Let's get to it. I neglected it for a little bit. She says, he sounds moderately medicated. I'm putting that lightly. Kanye also likes to be unmedicated and go off on rants. So, listen. Thank you very much for your comment there, Lana. But I would say this again. Kanye, I think he's in his right mind. I think he's lucid. I think he has full control of his faculties, full control of his thoughts, and he is. I think he's speaking. He is speaking as he says his truth. He is speaking. He is giving his opinion with facts, data, and statistics. So I will not. Denigrate said opinion. I will not dismiss said opinion, unless without proper research being done, that he is indeed outside of his own mind, and I don't think he is. I really don't think he is. I think he's lucid. I think he has clear thoughts, and I think he is speaking, and he is frustrated. And he's speaking, clearly and fluidly as to those frustrations. So again, but I appreciate the commentary, Lana. You're welcome and welcome and open to it. This is not a monolith in terms of thought, but I think Kanye is in his right man, and he is doing what he does, which makes him one of the great creators of his generation. Let's continue.
Virgil actually passed. I think a lot of people feel like he's not here to defend himself, and that I think people are just confused by that. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel, but they always say sometimes when someone passes away, can't be for the dead man. It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
Wow. That is one thing that I gotta say, Kanye's on his own out there with that one. Wow. Okay. Hey, he's evil, ladies and gentlemen. He's evil. He said it. Let's go.
You don't think about his family and other people that love him?
I am an evil person.
You don't think that? I feel like you've always represented God-fearing ideals, though.
Yeah.
So how does that? How could you identify that person?
God has the wrath. You only play with God for so long. Niggas is out here playing games. Don C and him starting RSVP behind my back. This nigga taking money, like kind of the Jim Jones situation. Oh, yeah, you're gonna come to the club. I was Louis Vuitton. They take that position. They put them in that position. They build the anti-Kanye club at Nike. Everybody that worked for me. And what best put it in perspective is Virgil is the Jesus of the niggas that work for me, right? Because every nigga that worked for me would have rather been me. Why do I have problems with almost every celebrity? Because they're jealous. And they should be, because I'm better than them. Because I'm more anointed and I'm appointed. And I understand the jealousy in the hearts of men, but they have to understand the wrath of the king also. All these pussy faggot niggas could shut the fuck up. Don C. pussy ass. Supposed to be the realest nigga alive. You know what I'm saying? I remember him sitting with me and saying, brah, what's up with this red hat, bro? What's up with this red hat? They told me, who's they, nigga? They told me that, if you don't stop wearing the hat, man, they're going to give it. And they named a rapper right here. Now, I love this rapper, so I don't even want to, put him in this conversation. But it was like a they, the invisible hand. The people, damn well, that Super Bowl, that Kendrick Super Bowl, and that Grammy Super Bowl had invisible hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, everyone culturally fucking knows that. They fucking know that. So watch. Don C tells the nigga A-Side. The nigga A-Side was talk about the other day with the scoliosis. Okay. Right? First of all, like I said, I make it clear. This nigga come up to me talk about how my teeth don't look good. I was like, nigga, you telling me about something that look good? And of course, he's Tremaine's friend. And it bothered me. When, A-Side, because it bothered me every day after you said that. Like, yo, how do I let this nigga, that nigga say some shit to you, and like 10 minutes later, you're like, yo, how I even let this shit happen?
Yeah.
Right? So, but A-Side did give me a bar. He said, Don C once told me, and this is towards the end of the conversation, the last time I ever spoke to him. He said, man, and Don C was working for me at this time. Man, I'm glad Ye didn't get the Nike deal. And when I didn't get the Nike, it was heartbreaking. So because I had the fucking Yeezys. I was on the second Yeezy. And I'm like, we about to make the biggest. We about to make Yeezy and Nike. We about to tear people's heads off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from Chicago. I got the hottest shoe. I'm at Nike. It wasn't no J. Cole, Kendrick, Trav, Drake, Virgil. I was all of them in one, right? Before they started putting all these battery packs, Lucian battery packs, LVMH battery packs by each one to distract from the true leader and shit. So Don C then says to A-Side, I'm glad Ye didn't get the deal because it wouldn't have gave no one else a chance. Well, who's the one? 4 people that work for me. So that means all 4 people that worked for me was going into the meetings with me, working on designs for me, then shaking hands with people behind my back. They wasn't really with the king. Faggot ass Virgil, faggot ass Don C, faggot ass Matt Williams, and faggot ass Jerry Lorenzo. 4 faggots.
Oh, Kanye! Wow, man. Let me tell you something. This is a wild boy right here. This is a wild boy. Let me tell you something. It's an old saying that you shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but he just went off on Virgil Abloh, the head of Off-White, the former creative director of LVMH, Bernard Arnault's company, one of the richest men of one of the biggest fashion brand in the world. Wow, he just said that. Yeah, he said that. He said that. He did say that.
Interesting. I mean,
and also, you got to run this shit straight.
Yeah.
You can't chop it up. You can chop it, you can do whatever. It's like they chopped at the Bible. The word still came through. Imagine you try to chop the word faggot at an interview. It would be like 3 sentences.
As you talk about censorship, and even you say that, I still say the F word. Just like you've been throwing it around like you don't give a damn. What do you? How do you feel about like people like speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like you're trying to take off those shackles, and it's like you said woke is dead.
Sorry, I was supposed to leave 18 minutes ago.
Oh. So you're going to Japan for real?
Don't drop the location.
So, what's out there? I know you had wanted me to come to China. I was just like, it feels so far away, and culture, like, what are you seeing? Like, you just tell me, what's on that side of the world? I've never been.
Hold on, Sam. Somebody was talking about this car. He said, "Yo, Cardi wants to sit down. Let's connect, gang." I said, "Who's this?" Lou. I'm with Cardi's camp. Give me a call. I said, "Who gave you my contact?" Answer that question first. Cash, tap in. We black man. These industries are extorting us. Black on black violence. Information is key. These niggas are setting you up. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But perfect setup. You mentioned my daughter, so now I get to end the movie. And I'm going to end the movie with somebody for sure.
Do you think he did that purposely, or do you think he just thought it was kind of trendy because Kim acknowledges? Again, there are some people who feel like it's just random coincidences, and it looks like you're like, no, you're doing that to fuck with me because you left me off the album.
If you my dog, well, one of my actual friends or someone that could call my daughter, their niece, will reach out to a woman that I got issues with, obviously. That's some faggot shit. I ain't no street nigga. I'm the pink polo pussy faggot and shit. But I know that is not street code. I know that part. Like, is that okay? That part of it. Before we even get to me being mad.
No, I get it. Like, if it's like an ex, like, why you hitting on my ex? You know what I mean? Like, if you my man's and I don't fuck with my ex or I don't fuck with my baby moms, why you even acknowledging her?
Why? And you're fucking reposting my baby mom, and not even reposting me. You was the first feature on Donda. It's like the Cardi shit is like the final heartbreak. I don't give a fuck about this black man. How these niggas run up, nigga? Come kill me then, nigga. Come kill me because a motherfucking coward dies 1,000 deaths. And it's the final heartbreak. Niggas using you, you know what I'm saying? It's like this.
Why weren't you on the album? Like, it seems like if you felt like you were going to be, like you guys worked on, did you work on music?
Yes.
That was going to be on?
The day I did Wheels Fall Off, that's when the nigga Cardi got the song with Thug and Ty and shit. Like, we was in the studio. We was working on, he sent me the song. We was talking about doing a mixtape. And then, this gentleman named Peter told me like on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever it was like, oh, this Cardi album's going up Friday. I said, I called him. I say, bro, where's our song? But on that note, it feels like on Cardi album, like he's doing everybody a favor though too. He need to have all them fucking features. It felt like, oh, he hot right now, and he had to do Uzi a favor or this a favor, that favor, and it's just like, and this level, obviously the album could be better. At this level, it's a different level of experience that's needed to handle 30 songs. To understand how to be running those producers. Like, Cardi's a genius in his own right. It's another thing to run that Donda Stadium. And it's just what they call it, ambitious. Like, that amount of songs is really ambitious. And a big thing is, like, how did you do that without me just as your producer, man, whether I was on it or not? It's like, y'all keep on wanting to do like the last Kendrick album, not that, but the previous one is like a direct copy of
Mr. Morale and Big Stuff?
Yeah, of Pablo. I'll show you. It's like, oh, these are the drums from this song. This is the approach to this song. This is because I be in here like just inventing new approaches to a song and shit. Oh, we're gonna drop the drums like this on Blood.
Okay, yeah, Kanye's getting into his he got out of his less controversial statements. I think he finished talking about them boys. Finished talking about the Palestinian opponents, and he's getting into his music and those who have basically ridden on the coattails of Kanye's genius in the studio and on wax. Let's go.
And leaves. I'm gonna make the ending of Runaway last as long. And I'm the type, I will share anything and everything with whoever. I would do collaborations, or I did, and it's just too much where as soon as the shit get hot, no one is like, yo, nah, this nigga, you know what I mean?
You think they take the sauce and run off with it, then forget about it.
And then they go against me for like political shit. You know how many fucking rappers and celebrities went against me for the Trump shit? Then I understand with the Jewish shit, but you know I wasn't lying on that shit. And now the Cardi shit, it was the perfect combination of me not having a name and likeness and me finding out about that shit, to me being left out the album on some faggot ass Trav shit, to him calling. What's that?
What do you mean Trav?
Trav left me off his album, took 4 of my songs from the ranch in Wyoming. Yeah. My choruses, my exact singing lines, replaced me with him or with other people, put Future Scissor on the joints, took me off. I felt, with no explanation, shit just comes out.
So what are these conversations like? You guys aren't talking like, why are you doing this? Yeah. Because we see the frustration, but what are they telling you? Are they apologizing?
They're not telling, but we know why they're doing it. We know why. You know why. I know why.
And that is allegedly because the powers that be, told them that Kanye is, on the no-fly list. And, we're trying to take him down. So any mention of him on your album, you will be dealt with the same. Allegedly. Do your own research, people. Let's go.
Okay, I gotta leave. I have to leave. We could double back on it.
We can definitely double back.
Yeah.
One of the last real questions.
All right.
What changed in between, and obviously you're bringing back Sunday service now, but there was a time.
The nigga from Sunday service tried to hit me for $2 million, Jason White, to run it. It's like, it's always a scam and it's Hollywood shit, but keep going though.
But you used to be on, like, even certain language you felt just wasn't appropriate. You say you didn't want to get into secular music. I mean, I think even that track with 3 Stacks where, I think he wanted to curse or something like that. You're like, no, we got to keep it clean. Now when people are seeing how you're speaking, they're like, what happened to that yay? Like, how do you get from there to here? What changes, or what do you then realize?
I'm evil. This the real power of God. No white people, no black people, nobody could tell me what to say, think, talk, or who the fuck to be. And I'm happy everybody's so interested in me being me. I'm so happy that just me doing exactly what the fuck I want to do and saying exactly how the fuck I feel or what I say is so interesting to people.
Did you ever apologize for anything, or like not necessarily regret, but like see things you've done or seen people you offended in the past and be like,
yeah, man, God hurts too. It hurt me that I had to hurt Jay. It hurt me. It hurt me. The Cardi shit, it hurts me. All this shit, I experience pain. People be thinking, oh, is he suicide? No.
Well, you tweeted about that, and we're all worried. I think you're the only one that can do what you do, but primarily because no matter, even if you say some shit that people really don't like, they love you. Right. And you're probably the only hip-hop artist, or only artist, period, that you're so ingrained in us that we'll never, and that's why, like, I don't think cancellation could ever work with you, because it's like, no matter what, you're always going to make us smile at a point. Because
the Akademiks is so right about that. Absolutely correct about that. And I alluded that on Talk Live earlier on in this show. Kanye is one of the few, if not the only, uncancelable artists out there. They'll try, but they can't. Kanye will always find a way. Why? Because his music is so attuned to our lives. And he hasn't done anything wrong because of it. He hasn't gone through a P. Diddy scandal. He hasn't drip, peed on you. He didn't do any of that. Kanye just makes great music. And for that, we're always going to give him a pass. Why? Because, there's always a point in our lives within the last 20-odd years in which Kanye has blessed us. And that's something you got to think about deep down in your soul. Yes, Black Klan outfit, I get it. It may irk some. But think about this. Think about the man under the hood. Think about the man under the hood and realize how he has bettered your life. How has he created moments in your life? If you like his music, that is. And you can look away from all this. And you may be able to do your research, if you wish. But understand that there's a method to his madness. No matter what you think, there's a method to his madness. And the fact of the matter is, it's not even madness at all. It's just Kanye. Let's go.
Yeah. When you start talking and you mentioned suicidal thoughts, what's happening?
We say that, but then people don't see what's happening. Look at the Chicago photo. Then look at the work that I put into Cardi. Then look at me sitting and telling North, like, you got to, we not going on this Cardi album. I know it's the number one artist. Your friends are like, yo, you're going to be in this Cardi. I know it's very exciting. Like, for a kid like that has everything, to be on a Cardi song is that. And North is like, yo, you got a problem with Cardi? I got a problem with Cardi.
So you're staying toes on you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is a father being a father, people. Not many. This is a father protecting his child. Kanye is protecting North. Kanye is protecting his child. He wants to preserve her innocence. That's what people aren't really understanding here. He wants his child to be a child and not some commodity, not some artist, not someone who loses that innocence. Other people see monetization. Kanye sees his child. He wants, yes, you can create with me, but don't go elsewhere and be badly influenced. With me, I'm going to protect you. With them, they may just exploit you. So I admire what Kanye's doing here. He's being a father. And if there were more men like him who are fathers out there, there'd be better kids. A whole lot more out there. I can assure you. I can assure you of that. Kanye's being a dad. Forget the paraphernalia. Forget the garb. Kanye's being a dad. He's trying to protect his child. He's trying to protect her innocence. He's trying to keep her a kid.
That's what all these faggot ass raps need to understand. Don't get this Disney shit and this Hulu shit fucked up. I'm her daddy. And I deal with pain and I administer pain also. Yeah, me, pink polo faggot, I administer pain mentally. Because none of these niggas is psycho or as smart as me. At least not the niggas. I can't say for the tech dudes. Okay, that's some other shit. But artists be dumb, bro. It's like they can't even fucking count, bro. Jewish people run their whole shit. The lawyers run their whole shit. Our whole shit. Like, the contracts are set up for us to not read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga can't, okay, go out and start run a whole record label without a Jewish person. Now take back what I had to say. You know, start up your whole TV network and shit. Make it run. But no Jewish investors. Let me see how that works. You know what I'm saying? Until motherfuckers could really get they shit together like they Nigerians or like they Chinese or like they're Jewish or like they're the tech Indians or some shit, everything I'm saying counts. And the way, as far as the way I feel or what I'm expressing, I'm saying people want to fuck with me. I'm telling them they can't fuck with me. And anybody that ever went against me, and it's the other shit. I don't really have a problem with Kendrick. I would never call Kendrick a faggot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like what happened with the song and that whole idea. I don't like how they used Kendrick. That's right. And also, I don't like him saying he the number one because I'm the number one. So those are my two things.
People think that's jealousy. They feel like even when you criticize the Super Bowl performance, you're like, man, I ain't like him on Cardi's album. He got too many verses. Like, yeah, he could rap, but we ain't want to hear this shit.
Y'all don't go to church? God is an angry God. God is a jealous God. What are you talking about? I'm the closest thing to God on earth. And I act just like how God acts. Like I go up when people, whatever interview you did previous to the interview of this interview, I guarantee you it's going to be more of a blessing than the previous interview. So what does God do? Bless. God has used me to bless. John Legend, boom. Amber Rose, Kim, Travis, Cardi. You get what I'm saying? So whatever is here, the blessings run through me. But in that same way, I'm angry. I'm jealous. And now I can say all these people were the family that I never had, but North is my actual family. So give me one reason, please. Because before it's all jealousy is this and that, and now it's this far. So yes, I was jealous that Kendrick is on Cardi album, and I feel like that's two different genres. It seemed like J. Cole and Kendrick would be more like, I like mixing genres and shit, but yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm hearing this shit for the first time. Yeah, I'm not on it. Yeah, this man rapping about Skims. It's like, that's what, man, what about all this shit when I say I don't fuck with rappers? I don't fuck with celebrities. And then I do the Jay-Z tweet and people be surprised. Like, I told you niggas I don't fuck with niggas. You niggas just don't be believing me.
I know you got to go music. Next down the album, Bully. Like, I think there's a lot of people who they're like, yo, listen, man, Ye just going off on Twitter, but we just want the music. We want the music. You know, what's that creative process even at this point? Because
there's a whole nother. We should have started right there. There's a whole thing. Creative process. 47 years and multiple lifetimes of creative process to make the top living, influencer.
It was crazy when you said, yo, I've been in this shit 30 years. Cardi, you're a child. And it was like, this motherfucker really been in this shit 30 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Niggas ain't finna, this is what I'm saying. With the Cardi thing in relationship to music and what you're saying. When I was 14 years old, I was cutting hair. It was a nigga that ran a shop, older gentleman. I came up there, I'm cutting hair. One day I cut like 5 people's haircuts and shit. I probably made, I don't know, maybe I had $100 in my pocket. And then I was running across the street, feeling so good about myself. And the dude ran out the shop. He said, hey, come back here. He said, show me how much money you made. I showed him. He took half that shit. So I'm saying niggas be using my shop and then running off with the $100. And then what, they gonna run off with the $100, show back over my daughter while they at it and shit? No, I gotta go to the back at that point. Niggas know damn well it just became a thing where it's like, this is what we gonna do. We're gonna use Jay for this. I'm like, no, nigga, fuck all these niggas. It's because Virgil made it look like that's what you're supposed to do. Niggas used to call me like, yo, you're a platform. I ain't a platform. These niggas not better than me. These nigga has yet to make a better product. Take the Louis Vuitton Dons and take every Virgil sneaker. And you can have a choice. Every single Virgil sneaker ever made versus the first sneaker I ever made. You get what I'm saying? So, take everybody out. Take Graduation, right? And then take Dark Fantasy. Take Watch the Throne. Take Donda. You get what I'm saying? You could just go. No rap album's better than Vulture's one last year. Let's go song for song. And it only got half of me on it.
You did that in cancellation. How hard is it to, if they're saying DSPs are saying, well, we're not distributing that, or not DSPs, I mean distributors. Mm-hmm. They're saying we're not distributing that. I don't know if you get flagged from the DSPs who have to, then put it up on their streaming services. But it feels like the things in between getting your product to people, for Vultures especially, there was a lot of people running out of the way. You still got it up. Right, still got nominated for a Grammy, which, by the way, again, I know you got to go with it. It just brings up 15 different more artists. Grammy was crazy.
How could I not? Yeah, you got to come to Japan, bro. I really got to make this.
No, I know.
I'm serious. Y'all should come out there.
I know.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
I dig it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave it there. And let me tell you something. Kanye, when he gets on one, he gets on one. Shout out to DJ Akademiks. Like, subscribe, comment to DJ Akademiks. Doing wonderful things on these Rumble streets. ladies and gentlemen. So listen. We just caught a big portion of that interview right there, and the most important parts of that. Into it in an hour 39 minutes with some commentary. But listen, Kanye had some lucid thoughts about Jay-Z, about Kendrick Lamar, about Playboy Cardi, about his daughter, his music, about Diddy, about all these different streams. Let me just go back to the full cam. And you are allowed to do your own research regarding these people. You're allowed to do your own due diligence and find out about if he has to say is true. But you know what? In my estimation, he's not far off. With all these allegations, he is not far off, ladies and gentlemen. He may just be onto something, and it would be very dismissive for you to call him crazy. It's ridiculous. It is a person who lacks the forethought, lacks the foresight, lacks the analytical mind, and you're being very dismissive for you to do that in and of itself. Ladies and gentlemen, Kanye is Kanye. Kanye is a part of the zeitgeist. And Kanye is Kanye will shock, will amaze, will be one to inspire and to enrage at the same time. He may be ruffling the Palestinian opponents near and far. Maybe ruffling the feathers of the powers that be, of the invisible hand, near and far. But at the end of the day, I ask you if he is indeed wrong. Is he indeed out of his mind for saying what he has to say? I think he isn't. I think he's onto something, and it's up to you to do the due diligence for his allegations. They are allegations, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say that. Do your own research and make your own mind up as to what you want, how you feel and what to say. But again, it's not for me to judge. It is not for me to put my opinion upon you. It is up to you to make your own mind up on these subjects. And but again, I thank you very much for joining me in Talk Live. This preempted Talk Live. This is the first time that Instagram has literally stopped my my live in progress, ladies and gentlemen, because we're speaking on such a subject as Kanye West. Now, take that as you will. Take that as you will. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me here in Talk Live. We're going to end it here. We'll be back again for another show tomorrow night, and look forward to speaking to you then. And it's been a fine night, and you know what? Kanye's being Kanye. And shout out to DJ Akademiks for having the interview. I think it was a very, very run interview, as most Kanye's interviews are. But this one has to stand out as one of the top 3, one of the top 4 of that he's ever done. He is literally he spoke about all subjects. He was candid. He was lucid. He was thoughtful. He was opinionated. He was Kanye. And the world wouldn't have it any other way.